we're talking about focal length today. The actual focal length of Sony's 28-60 kit lens. I've been using this lens for quite a while now, but something has always felt a little bit off. Shots at 60mm seem to look a bit wider than they should. And that's pretty important. After all, if you're relying on that 60mm reach for portraits or for travel, you need to know you're actually getting it. Every millimeter counts. So today we're testing this out once and for all in a controlled head-to-head test of the kit lens against the venerable Zeiss 55mm 1.8, which I borrowed specifically for this video. Let's see if you're actually getting the range you paid for. And I'll share something really surprising and confusing I discovered during my tests. I shot a lockdown scene on my balcony on my tripod at 3 distances, close, mid-range and infinity on both lenses, the Sony 28-60 and the Zeiss 55mm. Shooting at different distances is important because focus breathing changes the effective focal length of most lenses. But in a perfect world, what difference should we expect between the two lenses? Well, 60mm is roughly 9% more zoomed in than 55mm. Keep that in mind now that we're getting into the test results. At the minimum focus distance, both lenses actually do look very similar in terms of focal length. There's a lot more blur on the 55mm because of the lower f-stop. I really should have stopped the lenses down, then it would be much easier to see the comparison. Sorry about that. But at this point my suspicion is actually confirmed. I actually had to zoom in the 60mm picture by 2% to make the pictures look as similar as possible. Either the 60mm is closer to 55 or the 55 is closer to 60. I don't know which one it is at this point. At sort of a mid to far focus distance, focusing on that tree, the Sony kit lens is actually noticeably more zoomed in than the Zeiss 55. I had to zoom in the Zeiss picture by 7% to match both pictures, so the difference is actually smaller than the 9% we would expect between 55 and 60mm. It's really not a huge difference and I wouldn't worry about it, but hey, at least I was right with my initial suspicion. The test results at infinity distance are actually pretty similar, but here I had to zoom in the Zeiss picture only by 6.5% to match the Sony's picture. So in summary, either the Sony kit lens is a little bit wider at all focus distances than 60mm, or the Zeiss is more zoomed in to varying degrees because of its focus breathing at all focus distances. To find out which one it is, I devised a little bonus test. And this is where things started to get a little bit weird. The idea was to basically test the 28-60 kit lens against itself. How? By zooming out to 28mm and then using 2 times clear image zoom. 28mm times 2 equals 56mm, so this should be slightly tighter than the Zeiss and slightly wider than the kit lens itself, set to 60mm. And to be sure the kit lens is actually 28mm at its 28mm end, I compared it to the Viltrox 28mm chip lens, basically to calibrate it. And while at close focusing distances, the Viltrox is more zoomed in than the Sony due to its strong focus breathing, when both lenses are focused on the tree, their focal lengths look very similar. So I would say 28mm on the kit lens is really 28mm. So with the 28mm calibrated, let's look at the clear image zoom results. So here's 28mm plus 2 times clear image zoom, and here's the lens at 60mm without any additional zoom. The clear image zoom result is much wider. And even compared to the Zeiss 55mm, the clear image zoom is still much wider. Very strange. Remember, this should equate to 56mm. So what is going on? Honestly, I really don't know. Apparently, we not only discovered that either the kit lens doesn't zoom in all the way to 60mm at the long end, or the Zeiss 55mm zooms in longer than 55mm, but now the 2 times clear image zoom doesn't actually zoom in 2 times? What? I was so confused, I ran the whole clear image zoom test again. And just to be even more concise this time, I added the Tamron 17-50 into the mix and also set it to 28mm for comparison, just to be absolutely sure that the clear image zoom is the issue and not the 28mm end of the kit lens. I hope that makes sense. Now to keep it simple, here are the results of all 3 lenses at 28mm focused on the chair. The Viltrox and the Sony are almost identical, and then the Tamron is a bit more zoomed in. I did make sure to set the Tamron exactly to 28mm, but hey, in any case the difference is small enough and 28mm really seem to be 28mm on the kit lens. So we can move on to doing the clear image zoom test a second time. You can check the settings for yourself. 28mm plus 2x clear image zoom versus 60mm. This time the 2x zoom really did zoom in 2 times. You can see the difference between 28mm with clear image zoom and 60mm optical, and the difference is pretty small. Annoyingly, I didn't realize I was focused on the blooming rosemary bush here instead of the chair. But anyways, I had to zoom in 4.5% to get the clear image zoom field of view to align with the 60mm field of view. Mathematically, the difference should be around 7.14%. So the difference from 56mm to 60mm is smaller than it should be, hinting again at the fact that the kit lens is wider than 60mm at its long end. So are we done here? Not quite, because I still don't understand what went wrong the first time I did the clear image zoom test. Here I have video evidence that the lens was definitely set to 28mm, clear image zoom was definitely active and set to 2 times, and the tripod was in the same position it was in when I tested the kit lens and the Zeiss at 60 and 55mm respectively. I don't get it. Also, I'm still annoyed that I missed focus in my second clear image zoom test. So yes, obviously, I tested the whole thing again. I'm not failing at this test, I'm just doing a very thorough study. 3 times a charm. Please! And I promise we'll make it quick. Because 2 times clear image zoom on my Sony a7C only works in Full HD, I filmed 2 clips at 60mm this time. One in 4K and one in Full HD. I film my videos in 25 frames per second and the a7C crops in slightly only at 30 frames per second, but I just wanted to be sure resolution is not a factor here. Lo and behold, both 4K and HD look the same in terms of focal length. Great. Now I set the lens to 28mm with 2 times clear image zoom, and this time I managed to focus correctly in all tests. 2 times clear image zoom still works as intended, and I only had to zoom in the clear image zoom clip by 3% to match the 60mm clip. Again, going from 56mm to 60mm should be a 7.14% increase, so 3% is quite a bit less than that. Zooming in 3% from 56mm gives us an actual focal length of only 57.68mm instead of 60mm. So the Sony kit lens is still wider at 60mm than it should be when tested against itself. QED, case closed. Well, actually, can anyone explain what happened in that first clear image zoom test?